So I just wanted to make a few statements that I took a little time to compose and to get in line like I wanted to say it straight from my heart. And first I want to say greetings from Sharon Cox, your Jackson County Property Appraiser. And after much thought and personal meditation, I've decided not to seek re-election, but to retire at the end of this term. This is a hard decision for me to make. I first want to thank you, the wonderful people of Jackson County, for giving me the opportunity to serve you these last 3 terms. It is truly an honor and a privilege. God has blessed me so much, and I thank Him for the many blessings and the strength He's given me day to day to carry out my duties as your property appraiser. I never forgot where I came from or what my main duty was as your property appraiser, and that being to give you excellent customer service and to help you in every way possible. And I appreciate the support that I've received from my family and my many close friends. I couldn't have done it without my wonderful husband, Alfred, thanks to him, and all my family for their love and support. And I want to thank my great staff for all the hard work and support that they have given me through these years. I couldn't have carried out my duties as property appraiser without a dedicated and loyal staff, and I know I have the best for sure. She hired me. Well, actually, she was elected herself for the first time in 1988, and right after then she hired me. And I actually began working here for her in January of 1989. And who would ever thought, you know, when I came to work here during that time, never dreamed that I'd be property appraiser one day. That was never in the cards for me. But you never know what the Lord's got in store for you. Of course, this is doing this kind of work, you have to grow with it. And so I'm thankful to Ms. Hoffer for giving me the opportunity to learn, go to school, get my certification, and to acquire the experience and the knowledge and all the things I would need, the tools I would need to do this job. You can't just walk in the door and say, okay, I'm here, I'm going to be a property appraiser today. That's not how it works. And so, like I said, I'm thankful to her for the support that she gave me, and first giving me a job. As you know, I was a young mother with 3 babies and needed a job, and I'm very grateful that I had the opportunity, you know, to work for this, and I truly appreciate that support. We're always living with change, and I've certainly seen many changes through the years, and the state is always coming up with more mandates for the property appraiser's offices, and there's always new laws, and not to mention what was voted on by the voters of Florida, that we have to interact and we have to build programming and figure out how to get it all done. And we have a lot of things that we have to, mandates that we have to include in our tax roll every year that come straight from the Auditor General and passed on down. And that grows every year. The list grows of the things I have to show, I have to produce in my tax roll. And if it's not there, then my tax roll is not approved. And it's endless. I can't even begin to tell you. But you know, even through all this, I always remembered who was first in my priorities, and that being the people of Jackson County that elected me. And every time the state would come in here, when they were doing their thing, I always let them know that, you know, that was my #1 concern, was the people that I serve. I wanted to satisfy those mandates and the things that were required of me as property appraiser, and I did my very best. But my #1 concern was the people that I serve, and I'm not going to do anything to hurt them, you know, that I can not do, you know, and still get my roll approved. That's how I felt about it. You know, I guess so. Do we have any mayors or anything? No. But yeah, I in my lifetime, I guess we've got some county commissioners out in the area, but you know, I guess I'm the only constitutional officer that came out of 2X, and I'm proud of that. Hey, that's where I was born and raised and grew up, and I'm proud of that. I am. Well, when I retired, I I'm a simple lady, you know. I want to spend more time with my husband and do a little traveling, and I like to work in the yard, swim in the pool, and go to the beach. That's what I like to do, and hopefully I'll be able to do a lot of those things, enjoy my grandkids and that kind of stuff. And that's what's important to me.
Okay.
I do want to mention something before we, end this. I'm, as property appraiser right now, I have to look forward a little bit. You know, I have to look to the future. And I want to say this, that I will work really hard to ensure a smooth transition. And nothing less should be expected out of the good people of Jackson County than to have someone build this office when I'm gone, has experience, already trained, state certified, and will continue the customer service that you've been accustomed to. That's very important to me. And I pray that that person will be the one that will be elected when I'm gone. Of course, all I can do is hope and pray and work that this can happen, because it is important to protect your property and keep someone here that knows how to do that. Very important. So I am going to retire, and it's been a great 28 years, all total, counting my elected 3 terms plus the other years. And I want to thank again for the support and allowing me to serve. And I wish God's richest blessings on all of you every day.